It's the 21st century and everything is moving from fuel power to electricity. But with the rave about electric cars, there are some diesel engine beasts still on the market that would blow your mind. We're talking about everything from speed to horsepower and so much more. These modern smoky rides have it all and are worth every penny spent in 2025. So stay with us in this video as we take you through the 5 best diesel engines you can still buy in 2025. Number 1, BMW's B57 3.0-liter inline-6 diesel. Let's kick things off with something deliciously Bavarian, something that smells like performance, sounds like prestige, and runs like a bank vault on wheels. The BMW B57 engine is more than just a diesel power plant. It's what happens when German engineers skip lunch breaks for 6 months and decide to redefine what a diesel engine can actually be. Found in a variety of models like the 530D, 740D, and the big boy X540D, this 3.0-liter inline-6 has rewritten the diesel rulebook with grace, grit, and a whole lot of torque. First, let's talk stats, because this ride isn't just here for polite commuting. The top-tier quad-turbo variant of the B57 pushes out a monstrous 340 horsepower and over 700 nanometers of torque. That's enough grunt to outpull a small freight train or embarrass a sports car on the Autobahn, all while sipping fuel like it's on a low-carb diet. It'll cruise at 200 kilometers per hour with as much composure and smoothness. And yes, it does all this in a package so smooth and refined, you'll forget it runs on dinosaur juice. Hey, if you're enjoying this channel focused on the European car market, don't forget to subscribe for more updates, insights, and exciting content coming your way. But wait, there's more. This isn't just a torque monster, it's a tech-loaded beast. The B57 features state-of-the-art thermal management, AdBlue emission scrubbing, and clever turbocharging setups that deliver power seamlessly across the rev range. And unlike some diesel engines that sound like a tractor in a tin can, the B57 purrs like a luxury cat. It's calm when cruising, but feral when provoked. BMW has somehow managed to combine brutal pulling power with buttery refinement and then wrapped it all in a whisper-quiet engine bay that still lets just enough of that 6-cylinder diesel rumble reach your ears. It's one of those engines that makes you smirk every time you press the throttle, because you know you've got a secret weapon under the hood. Number 2, Mercedes-Benz OM 656 3.0-liter inline-6 diesel. Moving over quickly to Stuttgart, say hello to what might be one of the last great diesel symphonies in the automotive world, the OM 656 from Mercedes-Benz. This isn't just a diesel engine, it's a mechanical mic drop. It was literally a case of Mercedes giving their main line of diesel engines a final outro, wearing a tuxedo and sipping espresso in a penthouse. All the works. To be frank, the OM 656 is a beast that runs on engine numbers that don't settle for good enough. It punches out up to 330 horsepower and a pavement-wrinkling 700 nanometers of torque, which is pretty much faster than you should need as a responsible driver. Nail the accelerator and you're plastered to your quilted leather seat as 6 cylinders fire in perfect harmony, gobbling Autobahn miles. This isn't a glorified pickup truck engine. It's the kind of power plant that makes sports cars nod in respect. But here's the twist. Despite that muscle, the OM 656 doesn't roar, it purrs. It's refined, cultured, straight-up badass. Thanks to advanced multi-stage turbocharging, state-of-the-art piezoelectric injectors, and a whisper-quiet idle system, this diesel doesn't need to announce itself. It simply gets on with the job quietly, confidently, and with undeniable class. Pair that sonorous inline-6 with Mercedes' buttery 9G Tronic automatic gearbox, and you've got a drivetrain smoother than a jazz sax solo drifting through a dimly lit lounge. Gear changes? Practically telepathic. Think about merging onto the highway and the transmission's already anticipating your move before your foot even settles. It's the kind of synergy that blurs the line between man and machine. Whether you're coaxing it along in an E-Class station wagon or basking in S-Class executive luxury, the OM 656 never feels out of place. It adapts, it anticipates, it responds, always dignified, unfailingly composed, and absolutely relentless when there's demand on it to hustle. Even on a lazy Sunday cruise, you'll find yourself marveling at how effortlessly it slips through traffic, how serenely it glides over pavement imperfections, how impossibly smooth each cylinder's combustion cycle delivers power. In an age where diesel's being nudged aside by silently humming batteries and marketing buzzwords, the OM 656 stands its ground like a seasoned general. It reminds us that not all innovation needs to be silent, that true sophistication can come wrapped in a deep, contented rumble, and with a full tank of diesel, ready to cover shocking distances on a single fill-up. The OM 656 isn't just the swan song of diesel, it's an aria. Big, bold, and destined to echo long after most have gone quiet. Number 3, Pujo Chetron 2.0 Blue HDI DW10. Next on our list of the best diesel engines you can buy in 2025, let's take a detour to France to check out Pujo's Chetron 2.0 Blue HDI DW10 engine. If you're a car nerd or a fan of powerful engineering designs, you've probably heard references being made to the 2.0 Blue HDI. More likely than not, those comments were positive. Just like Superman looks completely harmless as his Clark Kent alter ego, this car might be mild-mannered on the house, but it runs on one hell of a super-powered diesel engine. This engine pulls off a 1,000-kilometer road trip without breaking a sweat or the bank. You'll find it quietly humming away in the Pujo 508 and 3008, the Chetron C5 Aircross, and even a few vans like the Pujo Expert. It's everywhere, but it rarely makes noise, literally and figuratively. What makes the DW10 such a peach? For starters, it's built around usability and durability, not drama. This 2.0-liter diesel doesn't try to reinvent the wheel. Instead, it perfects what a diesel engine's supposed to do: provide low-end torque, sippy cup fuel efficiency, and go the distance without a tantrum. With up to 180 horsepower and over 400 nanometers of torque, it moves even larger vehicles with quiet confidence. It's also relatively light for its output, so it doesn't weigh down your ride or punish your front tires in corners. Now, let's talk about reliability. These engines have been known to hit 300,000 kilometers and keep on kicking, provided you keep up with the usual suspects: oil changes, timing belt, and a bit of TLC. The Blue HDI also uses a clever SCR system and AdBlue injection to keep emissions squeaky clean, so it's still on the good side of European emission laws, even as diesel faces tighter regulations. If you still can't tell yet, this is the right engine to get in if you're a fan of keeping the tradition of effective but not simple-looking cars. So while it may not win drag races or headline a Top Gear segment, the DW10 is that rare French invention that won't mysteriously stop working when it rains. It's the workhorse with a beret, the croissant-powered marathon runner, and in today's world of over-engineered madness, it's exactly what you didn't know you needed. Number 4, Volkswagen's EA288 Evo 2.0 TDI. Yes, we know. Volkswagen and diesel have a bit of a complicated past. The Dieselgate scandal is still a thing of remembrance in many minds, and it's easy to scoff at the idea of another TDI-powered car. But before you write off every diesel-badged Volkswagen as a relic of automotive infamy, let's talk about the EA288 Evo, because this isn't another skeleton in the closet, it's Volkswagen's redemption arc. The EA288 Evo is a 2.0-liter turbocharged diesel engine that powers some of the most beloved vehicles in the VW Group lineup. You'll find it tucked under the hoods of models like the Volkswagen Golf, Passat, Tiguan, Audi A3, and the Skoda Superb, just to name a few. They've refined the EA288 Evo 2.0 TDI into something genuinely impressive. With power outputs ranging from 150 to 200 horsepower, it offers punchy acceleration and robust torque, the kind of performance that makes highway merges and alpine climbs feel effortless. What really sets the EA288 Evo apart is its astonishing efficiency. When driven sensibly, this engine can deliver over 1,000 kilometers on a single tank of diesel. That kind of range is more than impressive, it's liberating. While EV drivers hunt for charging stations and calculate range estimates with sweaty palms, TDI drivers just keep rolling, mile after mile. And don't worry, it's not belching out clouds of soot like diesels of old. This engine is Euro 6D compliant and features a suite of emissions-reducing tech, including AdBlue selective catalytic reduction, a diesel particulate filter, and an oxidizing catalyst. The result? A clean, efficient power plant that won't leave a trail of guilt in its wake. Even more remarkable is how far VW has come in terms of refinement. The EA288 Evo is smooth, quiet, and composed, a far cry from the rough, noisy diesels of decades past. You won't hear tractor-like clatter, just the hum of well-engineered progress. And with Volkswagen's renewed commitment to quality, this engine's built to last, combining solid mechanicals with proven reliability. So if you still value torque, long-distance cruising, and real-world usability, the EA288 Evo is proof that diesel can still sing cleanly, efficiently, and with a tune worth hearing. Number 5, Land Rover's 3.0 TDV6 AJD V6. Finally, only on our list of the 5 best diesel engines you should consider buying in 2025, we're talking about an engine that rolls with a touch of class and a boot full of mud, the 3.0 TDV6. For those who don't know, this model of engine is the heart and soul of many Land Rover and Range Rover models, which pretty much tells you all you need to know. The TDV6 is the kind of diesel engine that lets you climb a mountain in the morning and cruise through Kensington in the afternoon without breaking a sweat. Let's not sugarcoat it though. This engine had a rocky start. Earlier versions of the TDV6 had a reputation for surprise disappointments with some wallet-emptying reliability quirks. Think crankshaft woes, oil leaks, and timing chain dramas. But fast forward to the newer iterations, especially post-2016, and this thing matured like fine wine. The bugs were ironed out, the internals were beefed up, and what you got now is a power plant that's both muscular and mostly dependable. Performance-wise, it's a low-end torque monster. We're talking a lazy, effortless pull from low revs that makes off-roading feel like a Sunday stroll and highway overtakes almost too easy. With around 600 nanometers of torque and 306 horses under the bonnet, this engine means business, whether you're hauling a horse trailer or just your reputation as a diesel diehard. What's especially satisfying is how it marries brute strength with gentlemanly refinement. It doesn't clatter or grumble like old-school diesels. It whispers. It purrs. When you press that pedal just right, it surges forward in a calm, controlled manner. But it definitely shouldn't be underestimated. Fuel economy isn't bad either for something this hefty. You'll see respectable figures on the motorway, thanks in part to the intelligent 8-speed automatic that knows exactly when to shift and when to chill. So if you've got a taste for luxury but still want to conquer mud, snow, gravel, or urban potholes the size of swimming pools, the 3.0 TDV6 is your noble steed. Just maybe keep a little something aside in the maintenance budget, for character. You can opt for any of these diesel monsters, but which are more likely to consider for your next purchase. Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching. If you're enjoying this channel focused on the European car market, don't forget to subscribe for more updates, insights, and exciting content coming your way.